everyone. It's time for a new episode of That's Cool. It's going to be a quick one for today. I talk about technology, things in life that I think you'll find cool, and some apps, some pieces of technology that you can buy, some software, and just pretty much anything that afterwards you'll sit there and go, that's cool. Well, today I'm going to talk a little bit about skiing. It's one of my hobbies, and one of the apps I found to help track skiing, and everyone that has enjoyed the slopes has liked this when I pointed out to them. So let's go ahead and talk about Ski Tracker. Now, Ski Tracks, I should say, is an app. You can find it on the Apple Store, or you can find it on Google Play. It is a free app, or correction, I think it's $1.99. Either way, it's extremely economical and one of my favorite things to keep track of my skiing during the winter months because I'm a meteorologist. I love numbers, and this keeps track of the numbers for you. When you open it up, you're ready to record a new track. And what this is you would hit the play button there and it will record. It uses the GPS on your phone and it tracks your speed, your distance, the vertical. It does both up and down, but the most important part is the down. How many runs you make, the slope, and how long you've been skiing. A lot of people get a little concerned about GPS running during being on the slopes. I have not found any battery issues while using this. However, if you are at a resort that has limited cell service, and a lot of ski resorts are that way, the one thing you want to make sure is you want to probably turn off at least sync on your phone. That actually chews up. If there's no signal, your phone's constantly looking to update your email, your Facebook, your Twitter, and it can't find it. And that's what really does beat your phone down. But Ski Tracks on its own, sometimes I turn on airplane mode, then I open Ski Tracks, and it'll open up location services on my phone, and it works fine, and my battery will last all day long. So I have rarely had issues if I've turned my sync off at some ski resorts. So that is not an issue with this, and it doesn't take much memory on your phone, but it does keep track of all your skiing, and it'll give you a history for the year. So far this year, it's not been a great ski year. It's not just the weather. It has to do with some of my personal time to be able to go out. But so far this year, I've done 9 days of skiing. My max speed, pretty slow. I've been taking it easy. Vertical distance, I've skied down 90,000 feet, and I've skied a total of 81.8 miles. Last year was a good year. Look how many my vertical distance. Year before that, another good year, and as you can see, some years I've been a little more reckless than others when it comes to speed, but this year just not the perfect year for me to get speed, and want to be a little safe after I had some surgery this year. All right, and then each year you can break down. You click on the year. Let me go back. You click on the year, and I'll go to this year, and this is from earlier in the year, and you can put the resort, you can put the conditions, and it'll keep track each day that you've been out. And you can see I've gone to a few resorts locally. I took a nice snapshot out of that. And when I was out at Tahoe, which I had a couple of episodes, and if you missed that, you need to go back to some previous episodes of That's Cool, because there's some really cool things about my trip out to Tahoe on top of my skiing at Heavenly. And you can rank the days. Some days I ranked, and you can keep track of things. And if you click on a single day, and I'll pick my third day at Heavenly, and it gives you a profile of how long. Now, I had a conference, so I only spent 2.5 hours on the slopes, but I did get 22,000 vertical feet, which is a lot, and 14 miles of skiing. Now that includes the downhill. If you include the lifts up, that takes it up to 25.3, but the lift up isn't quite as much fun. And I did 33 runs that day with a slope rating of 29 degrees, so that's the average slope rating. And then on top of that, you can break down things more. If you click on the globe, this is what you get. You get a map of everything that you have done that day and all the roads and or the runs that you've done, not roads, runs that you've done. And you can click on each individual number there, and it'll tell you your statistics for each mile. One thing that I find that's really cool is on there you can actually hit the play button, and it'll animate, and it'll take you through, and you can play it at different speeds you'll run, and you can relive your day. and how you were skiing, and it'll give you statistics as it's doing it. And it's interesting. Like one time I was out in Colorado and I got myself in a little trouble and I was stuck in deep snow for a long time, and you got to me ski, 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 and all of a sudden stop. Stop, and then ski, 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 ski again. And you can tell your lift rides up and so forth. So it's kind of cool to go through the history like that. And then underneath, you can go to your stopwatch, which gives you some statistics of your hours that you've been going through and breaking down hour 1, hour 2, hour 3. Now, keep in mind that I have some breaks in there. That's what lowers some of the miles per hour, the average speed down there, too. Then you go and you can click on these on the graph here, and it'll break down your altitude and your speed and through the time that you've been skiing and the time of the day, and you can see where your fastest run was and where you can see my biggest vertical. It's a close call between here because I started higher, but I didn't finish that low. I think here I started above 9,600 feet, and then I was down about 7,550. So I think that was my biggest vertical, and it's really cool to take a look at that. And you can see where I just took a couple of lifts and got myself up, and so there wasn't much of a run over there. So again, the app is called Ski Tracks. There's your opening screen. You can get it at Google Play, and you can get it at the Apple store, and available on both. It works great on both. I use an Android phone. That's why I have it there. So that is just a cool piece of technology that I found. Remember, that's cool. Includes apps and different things. If you find something that's really cool, let me know. Email it to me at murgo@wtajtv.com. And I do have some plans that we're going to get out and about in the community a little bit more and show you different things as the weather gets a little bit warmer through the spring season. So a quick one for today. Look forward to talking to you about something new that's cool coming up in the following weeks.